Hello everyone, we're back with another episode. Today we'll be talking about how the Cowboys just signed Eric Kendricks this offseason. Um Earlier this month he was supposed to sign with the 49ers. I guess that didn't work out there. Um he signed with the Cowboys. Not only he was signed with the Cowboy, his former coach, Mike Zimmer, is a defensive coach for the Cowboys this season. He's familiar with the team. He was the coaches back then, I think back in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so Kendrick decided to go back to his coach. He was actually signed by the Vikings, and Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer was the coach there. He was also the one that drafted Kendrick there. Kendrick had a great season in 2009. He was a Pro Bowler. He was actually signed by the Chargers. That didn't go well there. He had one of his worst seasons there. I thought that he was going to sign with the 49ers. I think the 49ers are a better fit for him. But since he's familiar with his former coach, so he understands the playbook, how Zimmer liked to play his defense. He will fit perfectly. Also, the Cowboys just released. Well, he was not released, but I forgot his name. But he was actually retired during his neck injury. Uh, Now with Dan Quinn moving on from the Cowboys, that kind of bring something positive for the linebacker position for the Cowboys, because for the past few years we saw a bunch of safety playing linebacker for the Cowboys. Now they have a solid linebacker that can actually play the position and understand the position, not getting bullied by offensive line. Um, because cut on last year or 2 years ago, when Dan Quinn came to the team, he was playing that type of style while he had the Seahawks with Sherman, Cam Chancellor, a bunch of great pieces when the Seahawks were Legion of Doom at the time. So he kind of bring that type of style with the Cowboy, tall, long corners, long safeties, guys like that can actually play the position. But I don't think they had a Bobby Wagner type of linebacker. But I think now they're adding Kendrick, and then Kendrick is a solid linebacker. I'm not saying he's top 10, but he could be in a conversation if he decided to go all out this season for the team. And it's a solid pick. People say it's a steal. For me, it's not a steal because, like I told everyone all the time, it's Jerry Jones. I mean, Jerry Jones is the problem. I mean, if you go back, even though we're not going to talk about Jerry Jones, but let's just be honest here. Jerry Jones fired a coach that were actually winning championship, Jimmy Johnson, and he didn't deserve that. Personally, I wouldn't even be honored in a Hall of Fame by the Cowboys, my opinion, because what he had was special, man. Jerry Jones always found a way. I mean, we saw that from the early 2000s. They weren't good at all, in my opinion. And then we saw how he had Tony Romo. He had like 13 Pro Bowlers in one team. I think it was '07, I believe. They didn't go anywhere. I think they lost by the Giants that year. And then they had Zeke and Dak. I mean, there's a lot of BS going on with that team. I don't think them going anywhere this year. We saw what Dak Prescott. I think Dak Prescott is just out here just trying to get paid. You know, trying to get paid so I don't get fined. So that's all the thing that's going on right now. I mean, I don't think they're going to do anything about it this season. I don't think they're going anywhere this season. People probably say I'm a hater, but I'm not a hater. But we saw the history of it for 20 something years. Um, Kendricks gonna bring a great energy there because he's like I said earlier, he's familiar with Mike Zimmer. Um, Defensive scheme. He understand where Mike Zimmer need him to be. I think it's going to be much easier for him because he's going to be familiar with the playbook instead of going with the 49ers. I thought that that would be a perfect fit for him because he would have had the number one linebacker by his side, and especially Greenlaw was hurt and he won't be coming back anytime soon this season. I think he would be fit perfectly with that team, but like I said earlier, he chose the Cowboys. I can't say it's more about money wise. It's more about familiar family wise. So he decided to go there, and I won't say anything negative about him. I think he's still a solid linebacker. Hopefully, and wish him luck. Take care.